Good morning. The lesson for today ay tungkol pa rin sa arithmetic sequence and pattern, which means i-expand lang natin knowledge natin about this topic or lesson. So, let us begin. So, sabi dito, sequence is a certain function, in a certain function. So, sequence can be discussed or can be described by a certain of functions or equation. So, an infinite number can be presented by the domain if the domain is a set of positive numbers. Ang ibig sabihin, by using some functions, we can clearly identify or we can clearly find the missing terms na kahit anong number ang gusto mong hanapin. Or when we say infinite, walang katapusan. Okay, so by this lesson, malalaman nyo kung paano i-present or paano hanapin ang iba-ibang missing terms sa sequence na ito by using or by describing in a function. So let us begin. Okay, number 1, we have find the first 5 terms of the following sequence presented by a function a sub n is equal to 2n plus 3. So dito, ang nakikita yung function is not a given. So, ibig sabihin, we can use any function or equation by getting the missing terms or the following 5 missing terms, 3 missing terms, and etc. So, dito, by using different kind of function, we can use or we can find what is being asked in a question. Okay, let us have the first example. So, we have this function, a sub n is equal to 2n plus 3a, wherein an is the missing term. And then, n is represented by any number na hinahanap na term. So, let us begin. 5, the 5 missing terms. So, ibig sabihin, we will find the 5 missing terms starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 5 missing term. Okay, using that and using this function, we will just substitute the value of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first, let us find the first term. Okay, so the first term will be a sub 1. Using the given function, we will just substitute 1 from n. Okay, so a sub 1 is equal to 2 times 1 because we're looking for the first term plus 3. So therefore, 2 times 1, we have 2 plus 3, and therefore we have a sub 1 is equal to 5. So therefore, our first term is 5. So let us now look for the second term. So for the second term, we have copy also the given function, and then we will just substitute the value of n, which is 2, because 2 is the second missing term. Okay, so a2 is equal to 2 times 2 because the next value of n is 2 in the given equation or the given example. So 2 times 2 plus 3. So we will just always substitute whatever the value of a missing term that we are looking for. Okay, so we have now, do the mathematical induction. We have 2 times 2, we have 4 plus 3. Therefore, our a sub 2 or our second term is 7. There you go. 7 is our second term. Okay, let us now move forward in third term o yung pangatlong term natin. Okay, in our third term, gamit pa rin ang ating function a sub n is equal to 2. Therefore, after we use 2 as our second example and the second value of n, ngayon gagamitin naman natin yung 3 because we're looking for the first 5 terms. So okay, ang ating substitute naman natin sa value of n ay 3. So therefore, 2 times 3 plus 3, which is equal to 2 times 3, we have 6, plus 3, and then we have a sub 3 is equal to 9. So therefore, our third term is 9. Okay, nasundan ba? Okay, so our fourth term naman in our given function is that a sub 4 is equal to, we're now substituting the value of n by 4 naman. Okay, so 2, what is the value of n here is 4 plus 3. So therefore, we have 2 times 4, which is 8, plus 3. Therefore, our a sub 4 is equal to 11. Okay, for the first, or for the fifth term, or the last term that we are looking for, let us now move forward to a sub 5. So a sub 5 is equal to 2, and then the value of n now is 5 because that is the last term that we are looking for. Again and again, we will just substitute the value of n by the missing term that we are looking for, or kung ano lang ba yung hinahanap natin. So now we have 2 times 5 plus 3. Then we have 2 times 5, we have 10 plus 3. And then our a sub 5 is equal to 13. Okay, so now we have first 5 term using the function 2a sub n is equal to 2n plus 3. So therefore, we have now an infinite set of a function using this sequence. Okay, why is that infinite? Because we can find any number or any missing term by just looking at or by just using the certain or a certain function. So we have now 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 is our first 5 term describing by this function. Okay? So now let us move forward to another example. Okay, number 3. What if the questions is not looking for the first 5 term, first 3 term, first 2nd term, first 7th term, and we're just looking for a certain term like here in number 2. Okay, in number 2, let me read the question. Okay, so find the following terms of the sequence presented by a function a sub n is equal to 3 times 2 raised to 2 minus 5. So first, sabi dito, let us find the 10th term. So by 10th term, therefore, we will just substitute the value of 10 in n. So using the same function presented in this example, we have a sub n is equal to 3 times n raised to 2 minus 5. So if we are looking for 10 or the 10th term, therefore a sub 10 is equal to 3 times 10 raised to 2 minus 5. Okay, let's do the mathematical induction or let's do the math. Therefore, 3, unahin natin nga sa parenthesis, we have 10 times 10 or 10 raised to 10 is equal to 100. So 100 minus 5. So we have now 3 times 100 minus 5. So therefore, 3 times 100, we have 300 minus 5. We have now 295. So therefore, the 10th term in this given example is 295. Okay, so again, our 10th term is 295 using the presented function a sub n is equal to 3 times n raised to 2 minus 5. Okay? So now, letter B na tayo. In letter B, we're looking for the third term. So, using again the same example or the same function, we will just substitute the value of 3 into n, which is in the given function. Okay, we have now a sub n or a sub 3 is equal to 3. What is the value of, or what is the missing term, which is 30, which means 3 raised to 2 minus 5. So therefore, 3 raised to 2, which is equal to 9 minus 5. So we have now 3 times 9 is equal to 27 minus 5. Therefore, our third term or a sub 3 is equal to 22. Okay, so that is our third term. Okay, now let us move forward to letter C, which is the 15th term. Okay, so let me erase the writings at the board first. Okay, sa ating pangatlo, we are looking for the 15th term. So ngayon, kung 15th term ang hinahanap natin, technically speaking, 15 naman ang i-change natin o i-substitute natin sa n na nasa function. Okay? Use the same function, a sub n is equal to 3 times n raised to 2 minus 5. Therefore, if we're looking for 15th term or ang 15 na term, isa-substitute natin yung 15 sa n. Okay, now we have 3 times 15 raised to 2 minus 5. Okay, so now we have 3 times, so 15 times 15. So by 15 times 15 we have 225. So that's 225 minus 5. So therefore, our a sub 15 is 3 times 225 is 675 minus 5. Therefore, our A15 or 15th term is 670. Okay, nakukuha ba? So, we will now have the last term or the last missing term, which is the 25th term or yung pang 25 na term daw. So, using the same function, okay, so using the same function, sorry na matigas yung flash. Using the same function, we will came up with the same function that we have here. We have a sub n is equal to 3 times n raised to 2 minus 5. Okay, so if we are looking for 25th term, therefore we have a sub 25 is equal to 3 times 25 raised to 2 minus 5. So now, let's do the math. We have 25 times 25. 1,375 minus 5, and therefore we have 1,375 times 3. We have 15, 21, 22, 6, 8, 3,825 minus 5. So therefore, our 25th term or a sub 25 is 3,820. So there you are. So now we have now we find the missing terms which are 10th, 3rd, 15th, and 25th term. So that's all for the lesson, and then we will discuss for the next video. In my next video, we will discuss the arithmetic means. So we will now move forward to another topic, but it is also related to this topic. So yun lamang po.